Welcome to join our course about the IMS overview. Firstly, let's learn about the background knowledge of the IMS. Firstly, we will learn the challenge and the change that the telecom carrier face. Nowadays, the, the telecom encounters the pressures which met by the internet application such as QQ, Skype, WhatsApp, and so on. And those instant messages provide the VoIP, voice over IP, and ensure the service some enriched service and the others. Those attract the people who is engaged the new things. And this will be the great impact and pervasions on the telecom service. On the other way, if the carrier want to provide the all service operations, the network result in the network need to build a specific network, such as the fixed network and the mobile network. And those independent network result in expensive maintenance costs. And in the traditional service, in the traditional service mode, it will be a long deploy cycles for a new service coming up. So in this way, the carriers want to find out a new network can fix this problem. So it needs some transformation about the network to do the network evolution. And how to do? The internet can provide a lot of applications which are very attractive for the people, which means there is abundance of activists becoming the main purchase power of the new service in the telecom industry. So, as for the carriers, they must pay more attention to those subscribers' requirements about the service. Because there are more service, it means more benefit for the carriers. Benefit. The carriers need to provide new service, improvement in the service innovation in order to implement the integrations of the telecoms and the internet, in, integrations of the telecom and internet, especially the internet. In this case, the carrier can enable the telecom capability to become perfectly used in the future anywhere. An IMS network can be the network satisfy the requirement and the functions. Okay, as we have talked about the challenge and change of the telecom phase, we can summarize the result why we need IMS and all why IMS come up. Firstly, the deployment trends of the all IP network structure. All IP. I will note all IP. All IP has already been accepted by this industry. And the standard organizations such as CGPP, CGPP2, IEEE also propose the deployment trends of the all IP protocol. A carrier are paying attention to the IP-based service application more and more. And finally, the IP times is coming, has already coming. The IP service IP-based core network and IP barrier network is already built. Secondly, the requirements of the subscriber are continuously changing and promoting that demands for the multimedia and the integrated service are getting obvious and use the different way to access different network. This is the second reason. The third reason, just the competition with the internet. And finally, integrating with the internet. So we need to change our way and to learn something from the internet. And this is the way. Not just competition. We need to integrate it with the internet. And this is the trend. And next, you will learn the IMS, some standards industries, some institutes about the IMS, and some organizations about the IMS. And first, let's see here the Open Mobile Alliance (OMA). It speaks the end-to-end service, and it deploys the service to enable using IMS. So it provides the network capability to fulfill the end-to-end E2E enabler requirements. And secondly, you can see the ETSI, the European Telecom Standard Industries, the TOSPA, the entities, ITUT, those is those telecom institutes, they define the NGM based on 3GPIS, which do the definitions of the requires by NGM bodies. It change the protocol by the 3GPP, the NGM. And you will also see the 3GPP2 MND. You see 3GPP2 similar to 3GPP, and it also defines the IMS for CDMA 2000. We can use the 3GPP legacies following the 3GPP and so integrate it into the 3GPP network. And the IETF, a lot of guys know it as IEEE industries. It's basic the internet protocol such as the SIP. It's basic the requirement for the IETF certification network. For example, SIP. It used the IETF protocols and left the new functionality to 3GPP system. So 3GPP IMS is on the SIP signaling control domain base for the public network operator. Finally, so it define the 3GPP IMS. So next, we will learn some the development of the 3GPP standards, the IMS technical standards for the 3GPP. So if we want to learn, we need to know some history things. We will learn that story about the standards. From it begins from the year of 2001, and the 3GPP release 4. If first to introduce about some soft switch this idea into the mobile network, And this switch, soft switch, as we know, is separate the barrier and the control plane. And the next release, release 5, in the 2002, and in this release, 3GPP first promoted the IP Spot multimedia service, which based on the SIP protocol. This we call it IS. So IMS first found in the release 5. Let's remember in the release 5. Release 5. In 2002. And after that, it will do some further improvement from the release 6 and release 7 uh, in the 2005 and 2006. In in these two release, they do some enrichment, some enhancement for the IMS. For example, to introduce some the cellular the cellular access to the IMS, the WLAN access to the IMS, and also we'll think about some VCC service, the voice calls continuity, and they can make sure the switch over between the CS and the IMS domain. And for this, we also call it CSI, the combined CS the IMS service, and which integrate the existing CS service with the IMS service. For this one, it needs the CSIAS to support the control entities of the interworking with this CSI terminal and the IMS terminal. The CSIS also handle change based on the service and traffic. And this is the background knowledge. Okay, that's all. Next, you will learn the IMS network architecture.